What do I do? There has to be a way to like, look, they're freaking everywhere. After trapping myself in the van with 50 mosquitoes last night, I'll just use my face as bait and then I'll just, you know, slap my face. I made it through to the morning. I think the goals for today are gonna be to get a little bit of work done because I do have service. And when I have service, it's good to do stuff. I wanna get the van cleaned out a little bit. I know I always say that. Yeah, it has to be a daily thing with a space this small. You just have to be on top of it, which I'm usually not. Tomorrow is really when I'm gonna be doing all of the fun stuff in the Everglades. Maybe I'll find like one little hike to do for dinner time or something like that. It's so funny when I'm editing these videos because I usually say like, this is what I'm gonna do today, and then my plans always change. So we'll see, but that would be a pretty perfect day to me. I've talked a little bit about how I make meals in the van, but this trip we are going super basic with my backpacking stove and a bunch of dehydrated food. Definitely thought I had all of that in the shot, but here they are. Sometimes I bring my cooler or fridge with me, but that sounded like such a pain to keep up with in this hot Florida sun. And I haven't been able to stray too far off the beaten path compared to out west, so I've been pretty close to modern conveniences this whole trip. First task of the day, I'm going to clean this out. It's just getting crazy. There's plenty of space up here. It's just all over the place. So I'm gonna empty it all out onto my bed and then refold everything. Here's the pile. Not bad, if you ask me. Every time I go on a road trip, I get better at bringing stuff that I'm actually gonna use, but there's always a point in the middle of the road trip where I go, why the heck did I bring that? And that's about to happen right now because I'm already seeing that I brought three pairs of yoga pants. I can't think of anything that I would want to put on my body less than a pair of yoga pants in Florida. And I brought 3. So there's a great example. Wow, that looks so empty. I don't even know how I went on a trip before I had this thing, honestly, because this is new. If you are a loyal subscriber, you will know that this is brand new, and normally everything has to fit under here. So the fact that I was even able to bring this much clothes without really having to worry about how much I was bringing is insane. Slightly more organized. This is gonna make you laugh. This is my heating pad, a puffy coat, my long johns. And the reason for all of this is because it was snowing when I left where I live, and I wasn't sure how quickly I was gonna make it down here. I had thought that I might have stopped at the Great Smoky Mountains, places like that, and I was worried about being cold. Girl. I don't think I would have been cold, or if I would have, I could have suffered for like one night because now I have all of this junk, but whatever, it's fine. Let's see if I can put in my extra sweatshirts and my jeans, and I will be happy. So I moved the van up against this big tree because the entirety of my campsite is completely in the sun right now, and I'm trying to stay somewhat cool. But I think I'm good here. I'm going to just work on my computer a little bit. I have to edit more videos. So yeah, I'm just gonna hang tight here until dinner. My friend got me this water bottle, and it's where you put stickers on each of the national parks that you've been to. And it's not sponsored or anything. I just wanted to make a video of it for YouTube Shorts. So I filmed that, did some editing. I need to make food before the bugs come out. And yeah, I think it's gonna be an early night for me because I'm not messing with those mosquitoes again. I'm gonna make the rest of these dehydrated raviolis. That's kind of all I have. Okay. I think tomorrow we'll have to do a little bit of a grocery trip. If I would have remembered my can opener, we would be eating good. But I don't have it, and I don't want to eat these other things. Those people are looking at me like I'm crazy. It's a joke. It's funny. Gosh. I also look like an alcoholic, but it's just because I don't have a glass. Wait, I do. My new pot set came with one of these. It's like a giant cloud of bugs. Yes, okay, let's get cooking. You can't make this stuff up, guys. You really can't. I wonder how many alligators are back there. Food is done, but I want to eat it up on top of the deck. It's my favorite place to drink wine and eat pasta, so I just have to. And I haven't done it yet on this trip, but because of last night, I have to keep all of the windows closed. And normally the way I climb up there is I roll this window down and I use this as a shelf, or like a step, to get myself up there. So I'm not sure if I can get up and down it without that, but I can't have those mosquitoes in there again. So let's see what I can do. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys up here. Oh, shoot. Okay. See you up there, hopefully. Oh wait, I totally, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, that wasn't easy, but it was easy, you know what I mean? Guys, I can't even pretend that this is aesthetic. Like, the bugs are so bad here. That was fun for about 2 minutes.
That power right there.
Oh, I know. Everywhere I normally camp, I'm like off the grid, and now I'm like, oh, I can actually use my phone. So I woke up this morning and I'm getting all my stuff together for my shower, and there's a man with a giant machete like 10 feet from my campsite, and he's like hacking off parts of the palm tree. You guys know it's my goal to talk to more people when I'm on road trips this year. So I walk up to the man with the machete and I'm like, hey, can I ask what you're doing? Like, what are you doing? Because it's weird. And then I walked with him to the bathroom, had a nice little 15-minute conversation with him. And the machete was just to cut off little pieces of the tree to start a fire for kindling. The more you know. Also, I was just thinking, that's another example of how that guy scared the crap out of me, kinda. Like, not really, because I was up. But if I would have woken up to a guy with a machete, like 10 feet from my van, I would have been scared. But then he was so nice. So, I don't know. Like, maybe just think a little bit harder about how that's kind of scary. I don't know. This bathroom came with a squeegee, so I think I have to squeegee the floor. I used to squeegee for a living at this farm I used to work at, but something about using a public squeegee feels wrong. Anytime I feel like I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't do this for another day, I just want to go home, then I take a shower, I'm reborn. I'm absolutely reborn. I could do this forever. I could live in my van for the rest of my life. Can you see it? That's as close as I'm getting. Yum! I love oatmeal. Well, I'm glad I got here early. There's a huge freaking line. And apparently the parking lot's full. So I think I have to park on the road. This is insane. I've literally parked all the way down the expressway. Bunch of people. What the heck? My new pass. What's another 80 bucks on this trip? Oh my gosh, I'm spending so much, but these are lifesaver and they're good for a whole year and you get to go to all the parks, so it's okay. We have a huge problem. There are no patches. I have now been to 3 visitor centers for the Everglades and none of them have had patches. Where else can I go? This area of the Everglades is called Shark Valley, and it's the closest entrance to Miami, so it's pretty popular. There's this big paved 15-mile loop there where you can hike it, bike it, or take a tram. I actually didn't know biking was an option till I got there, so looking back, I probably would have done that to save some money, but it's always a treat to have a guide.
From insects, fish, frogs, snakes, baby alligators, baby birds, and
At the end of the road is this observation tower that really reminded me of the one in Smoky Mountains, if you're familiar. So I journeyed to the top of that for a view. Pit stop. The best part was definitely the amount of alligators we got to see. We even saw a mama with her babies. Little baby. And what shocked me the most was just how close the road is to the water. So they are like right there, and some were even on the road. That tour was awesome. I am a little toured out. I've never been to a national park where I've had to buy so many tours. Biscayne and Dry Tortugas, I had to buy tickets to get on these tours, and they've actually been really great, but yeah, I'm not really used to that, and they're a little expensive, so it's definitely adding up. But as much as I am toured out, I have to go on an airboat tour.
Hi there. Hi. Guys, the show will be starting at any moment. We're just waiting on a boat to come in, which should be anytime now. Once we get
So there are a bunch of these airboat tour companies around here, and some of them actually work with the national park. So I was a little surprised to see that with my boat ticket, I got to go to this alligator show. I don't know, guys. I just don't really like when wild animals are like bred in captivity and kept in these little cages. It just seems wrong to me, and I don't think we should be like poking them in the eyes and stuff.
that that allows them to sink in the ice so they can protect them if something comes in contact.
I understand that these alligators wouldn't survive out in the wild at this point, but they were charging like $5 to get your picture with the baby ones, so just seemed fishy to me. But the next day I did go to this exhibit that talked about alligator wrestling in indigenous cultures, so I was really trying to have an open mind about it all, but this show specifically still didn't seem right with me, and I wish that I would have researched a different company to support. But anyway, the boat itself was so cool. There's no propeller in the water because it would get stuck in all the plant life, and the boat would get stuck in the shallow water, so instead there are these huge fans attached instead. It felt like we were just gliding over the water. It was so sweet. I did it! You feel like you're floating over the grass because they can float over the grass. It's like you're hovercrafting. It's really cool. I'm kind of debating what I should do next because I didn't really have any plans. That was the last plan I had, so now we are going completely freestyle. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head back into the nearest town. I stayed there a couple nights at the Cracker Barrel, so I'll probably do that because I'm running out of food. And I showered this morning, but I'm already so sweaty and gross, so maybe I can go to Planet Fitness, get some internet, figure out where I'm going next, because I kind of have done everything that I wanted to do national park wise, so I think it's time I figure out how I'm gonna get back home and head north. Just kidding, I did not go into town. I decided to go back to the same campsite. I told you I changed all my plans. Just got back to the campsite. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Hi, Swamp Puppy. I'm so tired. I got fast food on the way back and they gave me 2 burgers instead of 1, and I ate both of them, and now I'm so tired. I'm going to crawl in the back and go to bed. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this was enjoyable. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!